Well, I think the issue of what stage we are in needs to be dissected into the components. Which location are we talking about, and where are we seeing what? That is a critical aspect. The Health Ministry has brought out clear guidelines of what sort of containment different places need to have. Those are incredibly well articulated and tell you if there's intensity in a hotspot, this is what you must do. If it's an orange region, this is what we must do. If there are other regions where there's minimum disease, then what we must do. Now, I'd like to add on to this about how we can go one step ahead of the virus in this situation. But first, your question.
No, please go ahead. How can we go one step ahead of the virus? And can we do that in the remaining time of April itself? It seems too short. We're already 11th April.
Well, I think we can, and for the following reason. There are two approaches to attacking the virus. One is a defensive one, and the other is an offensive one. And in this, both are needed. The defensive one is social distancing, sanitary habits, washing your hands, covering your face when you're in public, and so on and so forth. That's critical. And the lockdown is another defensive strategy. It puts the brakes on the virus. Now, when you remove those brakes, even gradually, the virus will come back. How do we stay one step ahead of the virus? So we need an offensive strategy. There are two tools in our offensive strategy. One is contact tracing, and the other is testing. When you combine those two, you have a very good offensive strategy. Arogya Setu is a contact tracing app. What it does is the following. If someone is identified positive, then all that person's previous contacts, those who have been close to that person over the past few days, are warned and looked after. Even when that person was perhaps asymptomatic and perhaps transmitting at that time. So this is a very important feature which takes into account the insidious nature of the disease where asymptomatic people can transmit. So the Arogya Setu identifies people who are in contact with someone who later became positive and has them tested if need be or isolated. That's very, very important. Contact tracing can be effective only when combined with testing on a large scale, all those contacts nearby. That testing is being ramped up incredibly, so we know who to look after, who to quarantine, who are safe and who can go into the community in a steady way.
But, two quick follow-ups on that. The aggressive part of what you mentioned, contact tracing will be effective only if there's a lockdown. The day the lockdown goes away, how is it going to help? And secondly, you're almost saying to me tonight, Dr. Vijay Raghavan, that if there's any way in which we as citizens want to help you, the best thing we should do is to download the Arogya Setu app.
Hi everyone, I'm Sucharita Kukreti. Thanks for checking out Republic World. If you would like to watch more show highlights and live coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the Republic World News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.